It started small and my dance moves got a lot bigger. Happy Friday. Hello and welcome. It is Mary Beth, certified personal trainer, Mary Beth Rockwell, that is, to get to know me better for those of you who don't. Hello. We are here for the Next Fitness Show, episode number 6. Our fearless leader and executive producer and CEO, Alexis, on the board as well. Hey, Alexis. Big smile on your face. Good to see you. And thank you and welcome to everybody who's watching us live on YouTube right now and everybody who's checking us out after the fact as well. So glad to have you all with eyes and ears on us. We really appreciate you. And in today's show, episode number 6, as I mentioned, yeah, I can't even remember my name today. It is going to be, we're going to talk to our Next Fitness Thing Chief Technical Officer, Kevin Railsback, who joined us over the past couple of months, and he's got some wonderful things planned on the tech side of our wellness platform. So we're going to have a great conversation with him and get to know him a little bit better for those of you who don't know him already. We are also going to answer a question from the Next Fitness Show mailbag. Thank you to those who have sent yours in. You can send them to tnft at thenextfitnessthing.com if you have any questions for us, just FYI. Mid-show stretch break, going to feel lovely, and especially for me because it's very high on my list of faves. We're going to have a huge announcement in this show. Oh, we're very excited about this huge announcement, but this has been a while in the making, and so we're very stoked. And we want to remind you once again, if you have not already done so, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Next Fitness Thing, and once you're there, if you want to get a notification whenever we put something up new on our channel, hit that little bell icon because then you get notifications sent to you. So every time we put up something new, you get the alert and you don't miss it. That includes this show. And please like our videos, share them to everybody that you know that you want to share the love to. And if you've got any comments, pop them on in for us. If you're live, check in and let us know what's going on in your world. So Alexis, how you doing? Are we ready to roll on to some other things here?
We are ready.
All right, sweet. We had an opportunity to chat with our very awesome TNFT CTO. That's a lot of letters. Next Fitness Thing Chief Technical Officer, Kevin Railsback. So we're going to have a listen to that interview. Alexis, fire it up. All right, Kevin, great to see you. How you doing?
Hi, Mary Beth. I'm doing great. How are you?
I am doing so well. Thank you very much for letting us chat with you here on the Next Fitness Show. You're our second guest, but you're always number one in our hearts. Let's just say that. Kevin, for those who aren't familiar with you, introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about who you are, what you do, that kind of thing for those not in the know, because they should be in the know.
Sounds great. Yeah, so I'm Kevin Railsback. I lead the engineering technology side of things here at the Next Fitness Thing. In my career, I've worked at a lot of big companies, small companies, kind of leading technology, leading engineering teams, and that's sort of what I'm passionate about.
That's very cool. And in fact, we worked together at our previous platform. It was just how we got to meet in the first place. And
Sure
then
did.
we had something pop up here. And it's like, who'd be good for that would be you. So glad you joined us.
Yeah,
Now,
it's a small
one of the
world.
things actually, yeah, exactly, right? What goes around comes around. When I heard that you were coming on board and we actually got to chat with you in the interview process, and one of the things that struck me is how good you are about breaking down very techie language into digestible chunks for those of us who aren't techies. So thank you, thank you, thank you. That is an art.
Thank you. Yeah, I
Appreciate
appreciate
it.
that. I spent a lot of years in the publishing industry working at InfoWorld magazine and Macworld and all those places, and so that sort of comes along for the ride as understanding how to break down technology is like the core skill to be a a journalist. So.
Yeah, we're all thankful for that very, very much. Another thing that I love about you being on board with us is you were actually one of our users at the previous platform. In fact, I saw you in many of my classes. So it was very cool to have you come back in. And you're kind of a workout guy to begin with. So what's your story with getting into working out? And yeah, tell us
Yeah,
that story.
Yeah, so I mean, I've always my main the workout that I do that is the most exciting and enjoyable for me is definitely cycling. I've been doing that since I was a kid, and in college I actually delivered pizza on my bike all over campus, and so it's just really been a long-term kind of passion of mine to do that. I've ridden AIDS Life Cycle a few times and then those sort of
Nice.
things. But yeah, what really I enjoyed, for the especially like the beginning of COVID and trying to do online workouts and sort of learning how that whole experience works was really the walking and running classes. And I know I took some of those from you and some of the other things. And I think that it's just having the community engagement, I think, is the piece, especially during COVID. In the summer of 2020, like that's what we were all missing, and being able to go on a walk and actually chat with people and share pictures of walking your dog, and you can share pictures of that or those sort of things, and just sharing the experience with other people, even when we're remote. I think sort of brought it home to me that you don't need to go to a gym or be with other people physically necessarily to still have an enjoyable experience when you're working out. So I think those are the main things. I'm trying to get more into strength training now because that's something I did, when I was in high school and really haven't done in a while. So that's another piece that I enjoy.
Awesome. We've got training classes here for you. Come on in.
Yep.
We'd be happy to have you. And another thing about how you worked with us at the previous platform we were with, which was operated by a very large company, and now you're here with us at this little tiny mom and trainers. Alexis is our mom operation. So, what's the big difference for you coming from the big company atmosphere to very small?
Yeah, I think that there are benefits. I've worked at not just in that instance, but a lot of large companies and small companies and startups. And I think there are some advantages. You work for a very large company. I used to work for Yahoo. They're an IDG, and there are the resources that you have, the brain power that you can sometimes pull in on a problem can be really helpful. But the bureaucracy and the change control and a lot of those the red tape that comes along with it kind of is a hard balance. And so I've definitely gravitated towards much smaller environments. I've joined companies when there were 10 people and there were 20 people. And it just, you feel like you have this opportunity to really have an impactful you can make impactful changes, right? You can be very passionate about some piece of it, like being able to like track your pace on a workout, and I can be very passionate about that and push for us as an engineering team to like make that be a thing that we can have, versus a large company where it's sort of sometimes you spend a quarter and all that comes out of it is, oh well, you maybe redesigned one page of the app and you've sort of tweaked things a little bit. It's more incremental, and I think that's a big piece for me, is being able to really make a difference in large ways, is the fun part. And also just working with a small group means you get to know each other, you get to be friends, you can you can support each other, we can all be here for each other, but also we understand how each other works. We understand kind of what our needs are, what different folks' strengths are, and how we can leverage those. And I think that's I don't think I would ever go back to working for a very large company again. It's just not worth it.
I hear you 100% on that. I was very fortunate, I believe, in my fitness career that I never had to work at one of the big chain gyms. I always went to very small mom and pop operations. It's just so satisfying to know that people are on your level and they really care. And that's kind of what we're going through here at TNFT as well. So,
sure.
And when you came on board, go ahead.
You can see the difference that you're making, right? You can actually
exactly
see results, and not results over 2 years, but like in a month or 2 months, you can see differences that you make. And I think that's huge. Yeah.
Yeah, indeed. And at our, I won't necessarily our previous company, but other companies in general, large companies, if you try to reach out to them for support, kind of become a number or a face in a chat or something. But Kevin, right now you're our dude. So so you're the one that people come to if they have any issues, right? Your tech support.
Yeah, there are pluses and minuses to that, right? So I obviously don't work 24/7, and so it can be more more challenging to, in previous roles when I've sort of led an operations team, I have, sometimes people, in different areas of the world that are on call and like can respond during their workday and help at least to triage, even if they have to then, wake someone up when it's a specific issue that person needs to deal with. And yeah, here, I mean, I think we have a little bit of that with, the trainers are always keeping an eye on what's going on with the platform and customers having problems. And, when Dan does early workouts, that sort of thing, like that can make a difference.
Over in London, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Many time zones away, yes.
Mhm. That can help, but like over time we'll need to evolve that. Because yeah, right now, if you in the app or on the website, like submit something to support, it comes to me, right? Alexis gets CC'd as well. And so that's we want to make sure that we have that direct line of communication while we're trying to, improve the platform and sort of evolve all of this.
So know if you are one of our TNFT teammates or customers that you got somebody on the end who cares. All right. So we are listening to your issues, and keep letting us know what you're feeling. We love your feedback, good, bad, and different. We take it all because it helps us grow too. Kevin, before we wrap this up, what do you see as your vision moving forward for the Next Fitness thing? Like we're planning some big things, but like how are you approaching it right now?
Yeah, I mean it's sort of we're definitely planning some big things. We're trying to find, as the rest of the world is moving through this new AI world, obviously our big focus is on the personal connection. You have Mary Beth in the class with you, or at least it was a recorded class that she or the other trainers are in. We don't want to take that away. We don't want to be one of these platforms that's trying to replace all of that with an AI chatbot that's smart enough to kind of sort of figure out what to tell you to do next. Like that's not where we're going. That's not our aim for all of this. And so my real vision, the thing that I'm passionate about, is finding the ways that we can leverage that technology to help connect our customers with the right trainer, with the right workouts, with the find that balance where we can have that technology there when it makes sense. If you're someone who's very easily motivated just by having specific goals that get popped into your calendar, and we can automate those things where like we can automatically schedule those things, right? We don't need a trainer going and inviting people specifically to specific workouts. We can help you with that, but then at the same time have that connection with the trainer to be able to talk about specific items around, watch you do your form and make sure that it's correct, those sort of things. We want to keep that personal connection. And so I think that, and just, taking advantage of a lot of the newer, health technologies, like getting to the point where we have like integrations with Fitbit and Apple Watch and those things in the future. None of these are short-term things that we can do in the next month, but they're big goals that will really make the platform much more useful for all of our customers.
Well, we can't wait to see what's in store. And Kevin, you are such a valuable member of our team. We're so grateful to have you on board. And thank you very much for coming on the Next Fitness Show. We appreciate you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mary Beth. I appreciate it. Have a great day.
Take care.
Bye.
Well, yay, Kevin. He's such a great dude. I love Kevin, and we're really very stoked to have him on the team. So, Alexis, you hired the dude. You had a reason, right? So you had many reasons. I just wanted to say before, when I was doing the introduction to the show, I forgot one very important information piece, that if you have not joined us yet at the Next Fitness Thing, why don't you do so? Join us. You can find us online at thenextfitnessthing.com. And we got more on that coming up later when you go to that, by the way. So stand by for news. Are we ready for the mid-show stretch breaks? About that time?
Stretch break.
Yeah. Woo, stretch break. And it happens to be very high on my list. We are going to stretch our hips. Yeah, who's up for a hip stretch? Yay for hips. Okay, so we are going to do my favorite stretch in the whole wide world. If you've been in my classes, I talk about it a lot. This is a figure 4 stretch. So you look at my legs and it's actually reversed number 4 on this video that Alexis is queued up here. So what you started with is you can do this standing, you can do it seated, you can do it lying down. Take your pick. I am doing this standing in this video. So if you need something for balance, you notice I'm hanging onto a rail with my kind of disembodied hand there on the video, but it is there. And then stand up tall. You're going to cross one ankle over your opposite thigh. And I don't know if you can see me from here. I'm going to back up a little bit, but I'm going to use my chair for a little balance assist. Cross your ankle over, sit back into it comfortably deep for you, and just breathe into this. So that's this outer hip and thigh on the side facing knee side that's getting all the love right now. And oh, dang, this feels good. And again, we talk about sitting a lot. This is a really good exercise for you to do. Are you doing it? Those of you who are watching, you better be.
I'm
You
doing
better
it.
be. And
I just love that you could do it standing or seated or laying down.
Yes, you can switch it up, and you can challenge your balance as I'm doing this. I got to see if I can challenge my balance. This is my tricky hip on this side. So let me see. Ah, look, ma, no hands. You don't have
And if
to
you can do
balance,
this
but
in
it's
a
fun to
handstand,
try.
yep. If you can, I was just gonna say, if you can do it in a handstand, then please send us a video. Tag us in that
Really,
video.
I'm not that person. Yes. So figure four is just a wonderful way to unwind your hips and just, oh, it's just heaven in my world, heaven in my world. So let me see if I can do this seated. Oh, one more note on this figure four. If it is not quite comfortable for you to reach, if you're like lying down for this one, normally we would tell you to grab behind your thigh to get into your position. If that's not right for you, all you need to do is place this hand on this thigh just above your knee and gently press it open, but keep that other foot on the floor. You can still get the benefit of that opening in your hip. It's just a little less intense. So see why I love that one? I adore the stretch. I could do it all dang day. Sometimes I do. Okay, that is our mid-show stretch break. Woohoo! Oh, I feel better already. And that's going to come in handy for our move of the week coming up later on as well. Funny how we tie them together, isn't that? It's just coincidental. Oh,
It's amazing
yeah,
how we think
we do
of
that
things.
sometimes.
Oh yeah.
All right. Are we ready for the big announcement?
Dun, dun, dun.
Did we cue up a drum roll? I'll provide one. All right. We have a brand new website for the Next Fitness thing. So yay! This has been a while in the making now, and we've just launched it this week. It is sharp looking. There are a whole lot of new features. Now, when you joined us in previous times, and Alexis, of course, jump in here whenever you need to, or would like to. If you joined us previously, we had a landing page, and that was where you got in touch with us. And then not really a whole lot beyond that. But look, we've got all these wonderful things on this website now. Alexis, this is a baby
our
of yours.
website.
So
Check it out. We're very excited about having a full-on website. And it has not only, I mean, before our entire website was basically this top section right here. We had a video, and you click this, you give us your email, and we tell you how you could take our class, and that was basically it. Now there's this whole thing. You can get to know all of the trainers that are on the team. If you click into a specific trainer, you get a bio of the trainer. You can get to know each of us. If you want to find our social media handles, you can find all the places where you can connect with us besides just here. And it has some testimonials on here. P.S. If you ever want to send us a testimonial, you can go to testimonials.thenextfitnessthing.com and drop us one anytime.
Yes, word of mouth is gold to us. Thank you to those who have. Yeah.
It has info about what we offer. It has a link to actually take our class. So if you click it, then it'll take you to a place where you can actually see our live schedule and all that we have to offer in that way.
And also catch the replays in there too. And yeah.
Yes, it has information about how to join us as a member. It has information about the programs, all of the different programs that we have to offer. And
we got a lot.
We do have a lot. And it also even has information about doing one-on-one training with each of our trainers. So you can go to this link and you can find out, you can basically book sessions one-on-one with our trainers if that's something that you're interested in doing. And you can even get to our shop where you can see all of the awesome swag we have for sale. P.S.
Merch.
We've got this like awesome fleece going on now, so check it out.
Yeah, recent addition to our merch catalog. And of course, the right next to that on that page was the ever popular Gotta Have Heart rash guard. Isn't that shirt adorable? We keep fawning over this shirt, but it's so cute. And just to drop it in there, we do have our Gotta Have Heart 5K event coming up next weekend. We'll talk about that a little bit later on. But yay for our website. Happy birthday to the TNFT website. So that's what you see now when you join us at thenextfitnessthing.com. Yay.
That's
Hope you'll
right.
help check it out.
And the other thing I just want to say on the website is if you went to our landing page before and you go to this website and you're like, it looks the same as it did before, clear your cache on your computer and then you will be able to see our website if you clear your cache.
There you go. Sometimes the tech gremlins will say, wait a minute, no, you're not going to see the new one. So just one little thing and then you will see it. So very, very excited to have a whole fleshed out website now where you can check out all the things TNFT. So awesome. And then speaking of moving on to some other things, we did your hip opening with your figure 4 earlier. How about we put your hips to use with our move of the week now? So again, it's all tying together here, team. The move of the week. Look at Rosie, the lovely Rosie, trainer Rosie on camera here. Yay, Rosie. And this is a lateral lunge. So there are some components on this one that, well, first off, why do we do lateral lunges? It is to help strengthen your outer hips and thighs, get a little mobilization through your hips as well. And Alexis, feel free to drop your knowledge bombs in here too.
Yeah, and I mean, this one, I would say the biggest thing that I want to say with this is if you are someone who has issues with your knees, then this one, as long as you can do this one pain-free, this one is going to help you strengthen your glute medius, which is one of the primary best things that you can do to make sure that your knees stay happy over time. So this one's really important. You don't have to use a weight. I know that we're using a video here of Rosie holding a weight, and you can use a weight, but you don't have to use a weight. One thing I want to point out with this is that you can see that both of Rosie's feet are staying on the floor. And I think that's something that I see often, that is people sort of like to lift their toes up or something. And so keeping both feet on the floor is really helpful. As you're doing this, you want to send your butt back. So really sitting as far back as you can, but at the same time, keep your chest up as much as you can. So it's a little bit of a battle there to get your hips back and your chest up. And what else do I want to say about this? It's inner thighs, outer glutes is basically what you're working. And if you want to step this up even more, instead of keeping your feet apart, you could step out to the lunge, step back in, and then do the other side. Step out to the lunge.
Oops, let me move my chair. Hold on.
And step back in.
Try that again. Take 2. Out, back to the middle, out, back to the middle. Yay.
Exactly.
I have a note on this too. Often when I see a lateral lunge, whether your feet are planted or whether you're stepping out and back into it, sometimes I see there's some rotation through your upper body. If you, not the worst news, but if you square off your shoulders, like you have a headlight on each shoulder pointing straight ahead down your path instead of off to the side, you're going to get more for your lower body. So that is kind of your upper body taking over and taking some of the load off of where we really want to aim the work on this one. So square it off, eyes forward, and then get your lunge on. So if you look at me from the side, we're not here. That's my upper body. That's my core. We're here, right? I'm getting winded. Can you tell?
That's a great point. Awesome. So that's our move of the week, lateral lunges.
And knees in line with your second and third toes. So you want to find a comfortable stance, but make sure that your knee is not going too far out or collapsing towards the midline of your body either, because that's tough on your knees. And we're all about knees here. I need a drink. What the heck?
Cheers.
Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers.
Hydration for the win. Okay. Some announcements as we move on deeper into the show. Another one, because of course the website launch was like the big news, but we've got a new on-demand program coming to us. And if you've watched this Next Fitness show previously, you heard Ritvik, the creator of this program, announce it himself. So some of you are saying, when's it launching? When's it launching? It is launching this coming Monday. All right, Meditation 101. And Ritvik, trainer Ritvik, our resident guru on the TNFT trainer crew, has created this program. And we're going to let Ritvik's video actually speak for itself. So you want to fire that up, Alexis?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's do it.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Ritvik, and I'm happy to announce the arrival of this meditation program. It's called Meditation 101, and we've put up this program here to help you get into that place of clear, calm clarity. Because let's be honest, sometimes in life we can feel foggy, we can feel confused, and sometimes we just wake up and we do things kind of on automatic. So this program is designed for you who feel foggy and unclear about things in life, not really knowing the trajectory of things. By doing this program, you are better able to move forward with a sense of purpose and do things with that clarity, do things and feel good about it, do things and really know why you're doing it. We've got a few programs lined up within this meditation program. So for example, we got our posture class, we have a breathwork class, we have a gratitude class. Those three things, gratitude, posture, and breathwork, we will progress over the 4 weeks. We'll do those three classes. We'll start off with small 15-minute classes, but then as the weeks go on, we'll increase in time and really spend a lot of space and energy focusing on ourselves, concentrating our mind on those different areas. Again, by the end of it, you'll feel good. You'll feel calm, clear. You'll feel strong in a way, in a more subtle sense, like a strong sense of focus, which can be really good in this day and age of distraction. So I really do hope you the best of the fruits of the labor. Let's put in that work. Let's focus. And I'll see you on the other side. Cheers.
Yay. Okay. Who here gets the foggies every once in a while? I do, and I need a little focus and clarity myself. So this challenge is for you. It is on demand on our replay library, so you can take it anytime you like. We're scrolling through the details here, and there are the classes that are included. We got the gratitude meditation, posture, and breath work, and some people saying some wonderful things about us. Thank you again to our team for being so supportive. And members get a discount when they purchase this program. So just enter the code that was on your screen, member. There it is, and you get the member discount. If you're a non-member, you pay a little bit more, and it might actually will remind you be more cost efficient for you to become a member and get that discount because it's a pretty decent one. So just FYI. So Meditation 101 starting this coming Monday, February 12th. Hope you all check it out. Yay. Yay. All right. We're getting close on time here. We did get a little bit of a late start. So you want to dip into the mailbag, Alexis? We've got time?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay. Again, we invite you to send any questions about health, wellness, what our favorite color is. We don't care. We'll answer them. And you can send them to tnft@thenextfitnessthing.com. So we're dipping into the mailbag. And this one comes from Catherine. Thank you very much, Catherine, for submitting this question. I would love to learn when and why to work out in different heart rate zones and more about VO2 max and how to improve it. So Alexis, let's dive in. We're actually putting a good emphasis in our Gotta Have Heart 5K training program on training in your heart rate zones and how that benefits you and gives you clarity on your workout.
Yeah, this is a great question. And it's so timely right now, especially, February is Heart Health Month, and we're very focused in heart health right now, especially with this 5K program. So I think this is an amazing question. The biggest thing for me with this is it's really important for you to know what your max heart rate is, know what your resting heart rate is, and then it can be also really helpful for you to figure out what your heart rate zones are. So we have like zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, and zone 4, really. And the way that we describe this when we're taking our walking classes, at least, is we're describing this as just slow, medium, fast, and max. And those directly correlate to what the heart rate zones are. So zone 1 is basically slow, zone 2 is basically medium, zone 3 is basically fast, zone 4 is basically max. And the thing that you might find surprising with this is for cardiovascular benefits, the best thing that you can do is to train at least 50% of the time in zone 2. So that's really doing a lot of work at medium pace. Medium pace is like you can sing a song and do the workout at the same time. So that is really, I found that surprising. I was expecting, you kind of think like you're supposed to push it really hard all the time, as hard as you can. And honestly, training in zone 2 has a lot of benefit. So at least 50% of the time you're looking to train in zone 2. And then the second part of her question was that she wants to improve VO2 max. Now that's sort of like the opposite of the answer to what I just said, because the best way to train for VO2 max is like, how would you describe VO2 max, Mary Beth?
It's basically like the maximum amount of oxygen that your body can absorb and use during your exercise. So it measures your aerobic fitness level, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. That's a great way of putting it. And the best way to improve that is by training high intensity intervals, really. So pushing it hard is what is going to improve your VO2 max. So that's sort of why when we're making these programs, we're intentionally giving you a balance between these things. We spend a lot of time at this medium pace. That's why we have these things that we have, like a trivia walk class. And we have these classes where you play games that kind of just like keep you moving at medium pace so that you're doing the thing. And then in certain classes, when there's intervals, we're like, okay, now is the time to get after it. And it's like, go! And pushing it during those intervals is really what's going to help you to improve things like VO2 max and your aerobic capacity and your performance and a lot of these things. So there's benefits to both, basically.
Yeah, I'm going to dovetail off of two things that you mentioned there. During our Gotta Have Heart 5K training program, I'll get that out. By the way, our final 5K event is next weekend, Saturday and Sunday, February 17th and 18th, live in the TNFT app, or you can catch it on replay. So you can go to heart5k.thenextfitnessthing.com. There's the beautiful graphic for that. And the other thing that you mentioned is the trivia walk. Is today I'm going to be teaching that Brain Teaser Walk 25 class. So that happens every Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific time. Shameless plug. You are welcome to come join me live if you can. Okay.
I taught it already today. It was fantastic.
Wasn't it fun? Yeah. That's the Valentine's Day edition, in fact, as we lead up to Valentine's Day. So super cool. So, all right. And I think that's pretty well a wrap. Yeah. Anything else you have to add, Alexis?
I would just say that if you are really interested in doing heart rate training, one thing you need to do is be able to measure your heart rate. So figure out what you're going to use for a heart rate monitor, whatever that might be, whether it's your watch, whether it's your, I've been personally just using a treadmill at the gym that has the handles on it that measure the heart rates, because I don't have something like that, but I have been doing the 5K training program. So just knowing what your heart rate is super valuable, and figure out how you're going to measure it. And I know that on what episode was it where we actually took our resting heart rate?
That was last week, I think. Yeah.
It was in this. So
episode
watch
5.
our previous episodes if you would like to actually be guided through taking your resting heart rate.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you everybody for checking us out. Those of you who are live, thank you for taking time out of your busy day to join us. And if you're catching out the recording on this one, thank you so much for doing that as well. We appreciate you either way. So if you have not done so yet, one more quick reminder for you: subscribe to our Next Fitness Thing YouTube page. Please do. And we're going to have information in the show notes and all these links, by the way. I didn't mention our Facebook group, by the way. So that is facebook.com/group/the Next Fitness Thing. That's like the heart of where our community hangs out together. And there's a lot of fun and motivation and getting to know some really phenomenal peeps on that page. So check that out, please. And the link is in the description as well, thenextfitnessthing.com. Check out our brand spanking new website. And that, I believe, brings us to a close. One more reminder, 5 p.m. Pacific time today, if you're with us live, Brain Teaser Walk 25. All right, join me. That is a wrap. Thank you so much. We need to seal the deal with the traditional high five. Bang, there it is. All right, we are out of here, team. Catch you next time for episode 7, lucky number 7. Yay. Cannot wait. See you next time. Bye-bye. And happy Valentine's Day.